Hey guys, it's the Butcher of Basra, and I'm bringing you a commentary video for Napoleon Total War. This is my first online commentary, and I'm in command of the Austrian army that you can see here. This is a 1 versus 1 battle on grassy flatlands, and I'm playing TWR Azur, who's in command of the United Netherlands. Over here you can see my army, and it consists of 3 Jaegers, 8 line infantry units, 2 Cuirassiers, 1 1st Hussar, 1 Ulan, 2 7-pounder howitzers, and 3-star general. Now I think the first thing you notice when you start playing Napoleon, and I'm assuming you've played Empire, is that you find so many more games that are being hosted are allowing artillery, whereas before most games were no artillery. It's because it's so much more useful, it's more accurate, and hence more people are willing to bring it. Over here you can see my opponent's army, and he's in command of the Dutch. He has 4 units of Nassau Jaegers, 4 units of Dutch flankers, 2 on his right flank, 2 on his left flank, and the Dutch flankers are a skirmisher unit basically, and they're 90 men strong. Over here you can see he has a light dragoon unit. He also has 3 Dutch carabineers, which are the heaviest cav that Holland have, and they're also on his far left flank. And he also has 4 line infantry units and a general. Now the thing about 12-pounder foot artillery is that it can sort of fire at the opposing player's spawn point almost as soon as the battle begins. And that's exactly what my opponent's doing. He's just bombarding my lines. I can't really return fire because of my howitzers. And so as a result, I'm obviously not going to waste any time. I'm just going to move forward and engage him, and at least get in range, get to a range where my howitzers can start returning fire. Now my plan for this battle was to overwhelm his weaker flank, which was his right flank. He only had 2 Dutch flankers, which are just skirmisher units guarding his right flank, and I thought that if I could destroy those 2 units by overwhelming them with my line infantry, which is superior to Dutch line infantry, that would give me a nice lane to come up behind him with my cav and take out his artillery. But I did realize that his left flank would overwhelm my right flank with his cav, because he had all his cav on his left, and they were obviously superior quality. Carabineers take out Cuirassier any day. Anyway, you can see my howitzers are finally unlimbered, and they're going to take their first shots on these units of Jaegers, which are in range. That first shot didn't do a lot of damage, and I obviously realized that, so I changed my target very quickly. Another thing I love about Napoleon is that the graphics are much more better. The smoke effects are amazing, the fog, the ambience. When artillery shells land, they cause havoc, and you actually feel the damage they're causing. And my howitzers are just about to take another shot over here. Look at that, let's follow those projectiles. And this is gonna cause a hell of a lot of pain. Look at that. Anyway, the first shots are being fired. My skirmishers are engaging his. He obviously has a superior skirmisher force. He has 4 units of Nassau Jaegers compared to my 3 Jaegers. But I'm obviously not going to let them duke it out. I'm going to have my line infantry intervene. And if he wants to bring up his line, he's more than welcome to, because mine are way more superior. And over here, he decides to charge his entire force of cav onto my right flank. And I'm obviously going to react by charging my own guys. Another thing is that lancers are just so much more effective. Here you can see my lancers. They're going to charge straight at these light cav, and they're just going to decimate them. Look at that. And I mean, lancers can even take on heavy cav. If they're static, they can easily take him out. But then again, it's what you really want to be doing is charge and retreat, charge and retreat. That's how they're really effective. And you can see here he's retaliated with 3 carabineers. I'm going to pull out my lancers and bring in my cuirassier just to buy some time here on my right flank until I can destroy his right flank. And that's pretty much what has happened. I mean, I've just destroyed his right flank. You can see my 2 line infantry units on my far left are moving up, and they're folding on his center. And I'm moving up a cav unit to go and take out his 2 12-pounders at the very rear. Now his artillery pieces weren't really causing me that much of a problem. I mean, they weren't getting that many kills, but you always want to destroy the enemy's artillery because it really, it kind of affects him psychologically, if you like. And over here you can see that I'm just, again, stalling with my cav. I don't want to get stuck in with those carabineers because they will slaughter my cuirassier. I'm just pulling back, trying to waste time so I can just destroy his main body of line, and then I can finish off his cav. In the meantime, I'm just going to be overwhelming his center here with my superior force of line infantry. I not only have more line than him, my line is also slightly better than Dutch line. Austrian line have really improved since Empire. And this is really why I like grassy flat map, because it's a balanced map, no one has a terrain advantage, and I mean, that makes for really aggressive play. People are more willing to attack than defend, and there's less defending as a result, and so the games are much more exciting. Here you can see my light cav is just gonna tear through these artillery pieces. I really hate to be one of these gunners. And my light infantry has pretty much just made short work of the Dutch main body. His center is starting to get wiped out. But on the other hand, on the right flank, my cav isn't doing very well. I wasn't really expecting my cuirassier to take out 3 heavy cav. 3 carabiniers actually. Some of them were chevrons, as you can see. But they bought me time. They stuck in. They lasted long enough. You can see one of them's routing already. But that's expected pretty much. I've taken out his army. I mean, it's just a matter of mopping up, I feel like, now. And I think if there's anything you should take away from this battle, it's that you should always have at least some sort of plan before you go into it. Just survey your enemy's army pre-battle, see what he's got, check out where the weaknesses are, and exploit those weaknesses. I saw that his right flank was very weak in comparison to his left flank. He only had 2 units of skirmishers guarding his right flank. So what did I do? I overwhelmed them with 4 line infantry units. I took those out, folded in on his center, and the flanking fire caused his center to collapse. In the meantime, I just left my 2 cuirassiers, my lancer unit on the far right flank to counter his massive cavalry force on his left flank. And the thing about heavy cav is that they're very good at holding. They can stall if you like, they take a while to go down, and I used that to my advantage by holding him, and that gave me time to destroy his main body. Anyway, good game to my opponent TWR Azur, and stay tuned for more videos.